welcome in head coach Caitlin Birchfield into the booth. And, Coach, how do you feel after punching your ticket to the Final Four?
Woo, I feel great. Relieved. This is a huge game, and the kids did come. We were here before, and we got beat out last year. And so, like you said, it was a little bit of a revenge game, and we were hoping to, since they were hosting like we hosted last year, to send them packing like they sent us packing. And
so
it happened.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about that. We've been calling it a revenge game, or, to pay them back. I mean, Belton, very good program as well.
Great.
But was that the mindset, like, hey, we lost this game last year, missed our opportunity to go.
Yes.
We want to take care of business this year.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that was the ultimate goal anyways, to, take care of business and get back to state, especially for those freshmen that were there their freshman year that won state. They wanted to go back again. And but yeah, it was a great game and really happy. And so we got a couple more to go though.
So Coach, I mentioned on Tuesday after you won the district championship game, and we were talking about how relaxed and ready your team was. Again, it seemed like this today when they came out here, they were ready to roll, relax during pregame.
Yeah.
Kind of tell us, the stakes are bigger each game. How do you keep them relaxed
so
and focused?
They kind of do that themselves. They have their little dance off that they do, listen to their music that they like. But I try to tell them that, there's going to be things that aren't going to go our way, because that's just part of softball, especially in high pressure situations. And I said, if that happens, you just got to let it go. And that was kind of our motto this year, just let it go and move on, and, just keep hammering it. And, they got a few base runners on, and, at the same time, we're just like, it's fine, just get some outs. And, they stuck with it and played great defense. Pitching was phenomenal again by Kate, so it was all around a team effort today.
Talking about this quarterfinal game, Coach Ressler told me one time that this is actually the most pressure.
Yes.
Because you're wanting to win this game to get to the Final Four.
Yes.
So in his opinion, and a lot of coaches, they're saying, this is the tough game, because you want to get to the Final Four. I don't know any thoughts about that, where you're.
I mean, personally, as a coach, I think they're all tough because, I try to put the best lineup out there and the best kids, and, they're the ones that's in their hands. But, yeah, it's definitely a high-pressure game, especially when they've been here before and they know that they've lost before, and they know that feeling. So they just really stuck with it today and just did really well.
Well, the interesting thing is, you mentioned the Kearney seniors, right? Mm-hmm. So they've got a state championship, a third-place finish. Now they're punching their ticket to go back to the Final Four for the third time in 4 years. Talk about that group and just that amount of experience that you have.
Yeah, we just have some
looking forward, especially.
Yeah, we just have some really great kids. They are, really good team leaders, and, just really good ball players and good people. I say that all the time. My son is here all the time, and he absolutely loves being around these girls because they are just good humans. And it's phenomenal. They have that confidence. They've been there. They have that great leadership. And, we have some younger kids too, and they do a fantastic job as well, keeping everything together.
So Coach, congratulations again here today. But let's look a little bit ahead. So tell us what's coming up this week. I know the game is on Thursday, I believe, at 1
p.m.
1 o'clock in Springfield. Tell us what's your week going to look like for the Bulldogs.
Well, we're gonna practice Monday, Tuesday for sure, and we will most likely go down to Springfield on Wednesday. I haven't picked a time yet, but we normally go down the night before, and we have some people we know in Springfield, so we usually ask them to use their field and get a practice in on Wednesday, and then have a good team dinner, and then get ready to rock and roll on Thursday. So that's most likely what's going to happen again this year. I'd rather go down the night before than the day of, just because it gives us a little bit more rest. And
absolutely. Eric just pointed out, it looks like we're going to play the winner of St. Francis Borgia or Incarnate Word Academy.
Yep.
Do you know anything about either of those teams?
I don't know anything about them. So we'll have to do our research and maybe see if there's some common opponents that we have up here with them, to see if we can reach out to some of those coaches and kind of see if we get some insight on them.
Coach, the other thing I wanted to mention to you, and I'm sure you're aware of this, but the win today is your 30th win of the season, and that ties the school record that you set last year.
Yes.
So an opportunity, obviously there's Eric's been talking about so many records broken here by this team.
Yes.
That's another one setting, tying their own record from last year.
Oh, absolutely.
But, just a tremendous year when you look back on the quality opponents that you play to go 30-5, I believe, on the year.
Yes, it's awesome. We do play a tough schedule, so these kids have played some really good competition, and that's what we want to do, though, because this is when it's going to come in handy to postseason. Because where you're at right now, you're always going to have somebody good to play, and so I think having that tough schedule really helped us with this postseason, just because they kind of know that experience and have been there before with it.
Eric, we've talked about, Kate, obviously every strikeout that she gets extends a record. Another tremendous job today. I think 11 or 12 strikeouts. One thing that we were looking at on the way down here is your team batting average.
Yeah.
Your team batting average is 385 plus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna correct you. It's 388 going into today. So
just impressive, because Eric talked about it like, we're looking at players lower in the order that are hitting 300 and something. It's just incredible. When you look at the 1 through 9 that you have there in the batting order.
Yeah, up and down our lineup, everybody can hit, which is great for us.
And then another luxury you've had, I was also looking through this sheet, your ERA and your pitchers this year. Kate comes into today with a .533, and that's actually going to go lower. Reagan Lucan.
Yeah, they're all great. Yeah. We have great pitchers. Yeah, so
Coach is like, it's just a luxury.
It's fantastic for us. Yeah, they work hard. Every one of them come in and work hard, and like I said, it's a complete team effort.
Yeah. Well, Coach, congratulations! Conference championship, district championship, quarterfinal. Punch your ticket to the Final Four. Best of luck in Springfield this week.